between a guest house and a budget hotel. And this might be interesting for you if you want to come travel to Thailand. And I stayed in both. I stayed in so many guest houses. I stayed in so many budget hotels when I traveled to Thailand, and there's some differences. But you guys need to help me in the chat. If I'm wrong, or you know any other differences between the guest house and the budget hotel, let me know. I didn't really prepare this. This is just knowledge, common knowledge. I didn't Google it. I didn't look it up. So, in generally, guest house is smaller than an hotel or a budget hotel. Guest house is between, let's say, 2 and 10 rooms. That's a guest house. And it doesn't look like an hotel. It can look like an hotel in some ways, but it's mostly a pension, a big house with many rooms in a street. It can lay next to a barber shop, next to a massage shop, and the entry can be just a separate door. And there's only a small sign on the wall, guest house, rooms for free. And then you have to call a number, and then some guy pops up, and yeah, that's a guest house. It's different with the hotel. Hotel is normally it's bigger. They have more rooms. It can go up to hundreds of rooms. Budget hotel, they always have a reception. Guest house, they don't have a reception. To be honest, I never seen a guest house with a reception. The reception is mostly you call a number and a guy shows up, or you have to enter a bar, you have to enter a massage salon, and you have to talk with a lady, and then she comes up and she asks how many days you want to stay. You fill out. Sometimes you have to fill out a paper, show your passport. Sometimes you don't. But budget hotel, it's the same way as a normal hotel. You have to fill in your passport and make a photocopy of it, and they do everything. They check you in. They have a reception. Sometimes they have a night reception also when you come in late. But in a guest house, they give you a key of the front door, and that's it. No reception. If you like that or not, that's up to you. Guest houses are mostly cheaper than budget hotels. I'm talking about budget. I'm not talking about 3-4 star hotels. But there are a lot of budget hotels also in Pattaya. And there are even budget hotels for 600 baht. Sabai, Siam, what is it? I will show you later. There are a lot of budget hotels there. And the price goes from, I know it was Chayapun in Chayapun. And they had rooms from 450 baht. A budget hotel with reception day and night. Day and night reception, 450 baht a night. That was the cheapest price that I could find for a budget hotel, to be honest. The reason why it is cheap, the location, of course, is in the middle of the red light district, Soi Chayapun, Soi Potol. There was no parking. Normally, budget hotels, they have parking for your cars, for your motorbike and everything. But you cannot park your car in Soi Chayapun, and it's at night it's very loud. And that's the reason why Chayapun Inn was so cheap, I think. But for the rest, I stayed there many times. The owner is a German guy, and when I stayed there for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, he gave me a good deal, He gave me a discount and everything. So for 1 month, I paid like 15,000 baht. 15,000 baht. That's like $350, €250, €400. And it was a good deal, you know. And the thing is, they had a safe in the room. It's like a normal hotel, you know. But they didn't have a swimming pool, of course, for that price. There's only reception, and they clean your sheets every day. That's a positive thing. But this hotel, what I reviewed here, Certus Court, it was a little bit more expensive, like 700-800 baht a night. Still cheap. You know. Good evening, Edward Sweeney. Cheers. One is another level of Airbnb rentals. Yeah. Cheers, Edward. I stayed mostly in guest houses, but had some had a pool and a reception up in Nagelwa. Really? A pool and a reception? In a guest house? I never saw that, to be honest. But sometimes the line is very thin, you know, the difference between... Sometimes you can better stay in a good guest house with a friendly owner and a beautiful room than in a shithole budget hotel, you know. I agree with that. Yeah, I stayed in great guest houses, you know. Boss was friendly, gave me 2 waters every day, and they clean the room every day. But sometimes in guest houses they don't clean the room every day, you know. In hotels they are some kind of obligated, I think, to clean the room every day, to make up your bed. But in guest houses, they don't have any rules, you know. But sometimes they do clean it every day. But to be honest, they don't have to clean my room every day. If they do it every 2-3 days, it's okay with me also, you know. It's not like your room is gonna get dirty as fuck, you know, after 2-3 days, you know. I don't clean my living room or my microwave also every 2-3 days, believe me. So for me, that's not a big deal breaker. I need a drink. I'm thirsty. Put up the video. Let's have a look, huh? So this is also one of the basic. Yes, Ron. Yeah, always. Yeah. If you want to rent if you're in a hotel or guest house, like I don't say there are always exceptions, but 90%, it's included, electric and water. Yeah, everything is included. If you rent a condo or if you rent an apartment for a month, then mostly you have to pay extra for your electric and water. Yeah. But guest house, it depends on the deal that you make in a guest house. In budget hotel, they cannot charge you extra. An hotel cannot charge you extra for water or electricity, you know, if you're a tourist, you know. That's a general rule. So Bikoy, after 2, enter the back entrance, but the key or door didn't work. Yeah, that's the thing. I had that also once. Yeah. That I couldn't enter my room. Then you have to wake up the owner. Yeah. Rooms here. It's like 500 baht a night, so you have to keep that in mind. It's not a 3-star or a 4-star. It's only 2 stars here. But the bed was comfortable. You have a fridge. You have an air conditioning. It worked okay, my friend said. but it takes some time to cool down. Yeah, an old school TV here, but I think it still works. We have some dresser for the clothes here, a mirror, a basic bathroom here. But yeah, it works. You have everything: a shower, a mirror, and you have a little terrace here outside. But there's not much to see. Just a small one.
This was 600 baht. That's 600 baht a night.
Here. But yeah,
very
the view
cheap.
is not that. But you have an outside view also on the front door. Yeah, and then you have a ceiling fan here. It helps also a little bit to cool down. It looks like a little bit old-fashioned, this room. I know. It's not new. It could use some paint and everything. A new TV. But guys, you have to keep in mind, you are sitting here in a good location near to Soi Lenki and Soi Bukau in the front here. So the location is perfect. And you pay only 500 baht for this room.
500 baht.
I must say, this is after Songkran. It's low season back. So it can get a little bit up when you see this video, when you come in high season or something. But it's still a good value in my opinion. It's not luxury, but for 500 baht. And you have a swimming pool also here. So keep that also a little bit in mind. So yeah, I think it's a good deal. For that price, it's a good deal. For this location, yeah. And if you book an Agoda, I will give a link below.
Yeah, but it is an hotel complex. They serve breakfast. They have a swimming pool there also. And you have to keep that in mind. This is not a guest house. This is a budget hotel, okay? You cannot stay in a budget hotel for 300 baht a night with a swimming pool, breakfast, and any reception 24/7. No way you can stay there for 300 baht. No way.
I have an affiliate with Agoda, but not with this hotel. And there you can choose also in which building you want to stay. Yes? So to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 1 is the one with the elevator. It will be a little bit more pricey. This is 5, so it's okay for 500 baht, I think. Yeah, this is the ground floor here, or floor 1.
Where's my drink?
Say, in America. So this gate is open from 9 till 6 p.m.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
And then you go. You can go outside here to Soi Lenki, but otherwise you have to use the main gate, of course, on the reception side in Soi Bukau.
I don't believe you, Ron. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Sorry, but here you have a swimming pool. 500 baht, you know.
Yeah,
You can park your car there.
best room here.
The restaurant.
One is the
You have
best
a
one?
restaurant.
Okay. So what makes it better? Does it have more room or just newer? Oh, okay.
New room, yeah, and have elevator. Yeah.
Yeah, the elevator. Okay. Okay. How many floors is this? You know?
7.
7. Okay. And is the room bigger or smaller than? Oh, okay.
This is good information, guys.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is. You know, all the.
Can you name one other YouTuber who does these videos?
We have a little quick here at the reception.
Yeah, they're just typing on their keyboard. Keyboard warriors.
So yeah, you can use the elevator here in City Court 1
Cheers, NSC player. How are you doing?
reception.
Hope you're doing good.
Logos. Agoda 7.7. 7.7. Agoda.
Chip Charlie. He did a lot of hotel reviews, but not stuck around.
I don't know.
I can have a smoke here also.
He was only interested if they had a safe or not. Do you have safe? Do you have safe? And it was okay. But he couldn't interview people. He couldn't interview staff or other persons, or he is too socially awkward, you know. He showed the room, yes, he showed the bed and the fridge, but he didn't give any other additional information that I'm giving. You know, that's the difference. This video, how many views did this video had? I can't see it. Normally I can go to the next picture, but I can't. I know it. Some pictures of guest houses. Okay, let's some pictures of guest houses. Share. I'm fucking amateur now. Should prepare this better. Should have prepared this better. Okay, it's a picture of a guest house. You know, a guest house can be located everywhere. It can be you see a barber shop on the right side here, and a massage salon on the left side, and in the middle of the picture there's the guest house. The entrance of the guest house. It could be a massage salon also. But they have the Italian, what is it? The Italian flag or something there. Guest house. And the rooms are upstairs there. You know, first floor, second floor. You can rent a room there. This is a typical guest house in Pattaya, to be honest. Here's another one. Yeah, this is a typical room from a guest house. A typical room. It's just a bed that they found somewhere on a second-hand storage market or something, you know. But they have an air conditioning. Most guest houses, they have air conditioning. Yeah, you know, you have a fridge inside and a bathroom, but that's about it. You know, that's about it. This I can't remember. I think this was somewhere on Soy Lanky, this guest house, but I can't remember where I. This is a picture of a budget hotel. Anybody knows the location? I think it's in Pattaya, the center in Soy Diana, Arica Lodge in Soy Diana, in the red light district of Pattaya, in the middle of the. But I would say it's not really a budget hotel anymore. This is more like mid-range hotel. It's not a 5-star hotel, but it's more. It depends. Low season, you can get a good price. You can rent a room for 800, 1,000 baht. Yeah. And airy, yeah. It's Andy. Cheers, man. Thank you for the 20 pounds. You didn't have to do that. Cheers, Andy. Everybody knows this hotel? Think so. This is a budget hotel. Ibis Hotel. I stayed in Ibis Hotel in Bangkok once. In Soi Nana. I think it was in Soi Nana. Soi 4 from Sukhumvit, and they had an Ibis Hotel there. But I can be wrong now. I can be wrong. I think it was Ibis, yeah. Ibis Soi Nana. I think I paid 1,300, 1,400 baht a night. Standard, nice, clean room, you know, but it's an hotel. You have car park there. You have. I had a girlfriend at that time, so she could park her car there. But you pay more. You pay more than in a guest house. But yeah, it's still cheap, you know. I wouldn't stay there for the breakfast because it is rubbish. This is also Arcia Lodge, I think. Cheers, Andy. Yeah, it's been a long time. Been on YouTube lately. Okay. Yeah. Good to see you back. Andy, hi. So a little bit. Yeah. Sean the Promise here. Cheers. We have 51 people in the community Thailand YouTube channel tonight. Let's bump it up. Hi, Gabby. It's Andy. What's the story behind David and the party? I don't know about that. It's only stay in short time hotels and pay 200 baht. Why would you stay in short time hotels during your holiday? Yeah, you can stay there cheap. But for 200 baht, I don't think so all night. I think for 1 hour, 2 hours, 200 baht. If you want to stay all night, even in a short time hotel, you pay like 400 baht. But it's only a room, eh? There's no shower. Maybe there's a shower, yeah, but that's it, you know. It's short time. Yes, Ibis. So it's a bit weird staying at Ibis. Yeah, I don't like the concept of Ibis Hotel. It's hard to find. I stayed in many budget hotels, you know, between 1,000 and 1,500 baht. To be honest, I never paid more for an hotel. I never paid like 2,000, 3,000 baht a night. Because you always can find a deal. You always can, if you look a little bit, you can find a deal in Thailand, in Bangkok, Pattaya. I think 3,000 baht. I don't need that luxury. You know, when you sleep and you close your eyes, you don't see the room. You know, you're just sleeping. You just need a good bed. That's all what you need. And in the morning, coffee. And most hotels, they offer you coffee. So that's all what I need. Coffee and a good bed. For the rest, I don't give a shit. I don't need a roof terrace pool with endless view, you know. I don't need that shit. When I want to use a swimming pool and just walk. Yeah, you can do that. I did that also. To be honest. Did that a few times. Seeing my friend in his hotel, and they had a pool, and I just took my hand towel and stairs up, elevator up to the rooftop pool, and yeah, let's swim. Nobody's gonna ask you questions. Saw joints. That's not good, huh? Ross, that's not good. Yeah, me too. Cheers, guys. 58 people watching. Thank you for viewing, guys. I can have a break when you guys are talking to each other. What is this? Yeah, it's a typical, what is that? Guesthouse. KN Guesthouse in Pattaya. Yeah. Also a famous guest house. You can see the difference between a guest house. It's just a big house, and a hotel looks like an hotel. This is a guest house. This is what a guest house looks like in Pattaya. But thank you for the. Yeah, I took off my t-shirt. It's so fucking hot here. It's so hot. I was sweating my ass off. But it's okay. It's all okay. Numbers will drop now. The viewers will drop. Got to pay for the alcohol somewhere. Okay, Ron. So it's good. Ross, make be sure eat food with copper. They are giving medical advice to each other in the chat now. Okay, I'm talking about fucking hotels here. I'm talking about guest houses. They're giving medical advice in the chat. What the fuck is wrong with those people? Damn it. Well, why the fuck am I doing this? Oh, okay. Anyway, by the way, I'm taking these medicines now for my lung infection. If anybody is interested, taking medicines here. This is my buffer here. If you want some medical advice about asthma and CPOD, I can talk about that for an hour if you want. Who the fuck cares about hotels? Jesus. I'm just kidding. It's Belgium humor. McLaren F1 race. Next week, F1 in Belgium. Francorchamps is the most historical racetrack in the world, It's one of the oldest racetracks in the world. Every rider, you can ask any F1 rider, what's your best circuit to ride on? They're going to say Belgium, Francorchamps. You can get high speeds, you have S-curves, you have chicanes, you have going uphill, going downhill. One of the best circuits in the Formula 1 racing. You can ask any driver. It's next week, I think. Next week in Belgium. Yeah. Why am I talking about that? I have plenty of empty beer bars still. Yeah. There's still a lot of not rented yet, They are waiting for the high season. It's now fucking low. It's fucking low season now. I think they're gonna wait till November, and if more tourists show up in November, they will open a bar. I think. Yeah, but the problem is they have a long year contract then with the landlord, and they have to pay the. They have to pay a 1 year contract, and how you call that? The tea money for a year. Quit sure smoking, not ideal for asthma. Yeah, I know. I should stop smoking now. I know it. It's on my list. Stop smoking. Stop drinking alcohol. Fix my teeth. Meet a nice girl. Cheers. But yeah, life is not always what you. Oh, next week. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Yeah. Ross, how do you think you got COVID? Sprouts. Yeah. No, chocolate and waffles, Belgian waffles. We have many things. Beers. We have good beers in Belgium. One of the best beers in the world. One of the best YouTube live streamers in the world. Many good things in Belgium, Much is a packet of cigarettes? For 20, it's €8, I think. 20 cigarettes. Marlboro, I think 8 and a little bit euros. Here's another guest house. What's it called? Red Light Guest House. Yeah, this is typical guest house also in Pattaya. You can see the difference between an hotel and a guest house. Yeah. Here's another one. It's a famous guest house. Gavin Thailand always did his live streams there. If you guys can remember that, I think some of you guys have been there. And it was a good guest house, to be honest. I saw the rooms. They were pretty clean, big, air conditioning. They serve food in the restaurants. They had it was let's say an upgraded guest house. It was, yeah. I rather would stay in this guest house, but in my opinion, it was a little bit too expensive. It was, he asked like 1,500 baht a night or something. But yeah, some people, the location was good near Soy Bukkao. Yeah. But in my opinion, 1,500 baht, if it was 1,000 baht, I would stay there maybe for a couple of nights. But 1,500 baht, it's still a guest house, no reception, no swimming pool. Just a nice, clean room, you know. But that's it, you know. The balcony, you can jump off the, yeah, you can jump off the balcony, so. But I think everybody remembers the hideaway from Gavin Thailand, I think. Many people have been there. I've been there also, yeah. Are you on the Dutch Flemish side? Yeah, I'm on the Dutch Flemish side. Yeah. I'm not on the French part of Belgium, no. We call them couchons wallons. Les couchons wallons. The French pigs. We are upper class, you know. The north is upper class, and the south of Belgium, it's like the Isan from Thailand, you know. It's the low class, you know. Ah, damn it! I shouldn't say that. They're gonna say, "Oh, stop talking bad about Isan." No, but it's a thing here in Belgium. Yeah. South is, yeah, they are more dependent from the government. You know, they have more socialism. In the north, we have more money, more industry, more KMOs. And the south is more like, to be honest, the south of Belgium, like 100 years, it was the and we in the north, we were peasants, we were farmers. So, and now it changed since 70s, 80s. The north of Belgium is the driving economy of Belgium. And the south, there's, yeah, they're all homeless and on welfare and but yeah, it's very difficult to talk about Belgian politics because it's very hard to explain that, you know. Very hard. I've been to Holland 20 times. Okay, Phil. Yeah, the funny thing is Brussels lays in Flanders. On the map, Brussels lays in Flanders. But they speak all French there. Like 80-90% is French in Brussels because of, yeah, we have a lot of African from the Congo, you know, from the colonization years. and they live now in Brussels. We have a lot of immigrants from Turkey, from Morocco, from Syria, and yeah, it's it's mostly French now, Brussels. But yeah, it's difficult to explain. But Brussels, the last years, is changing. It's changing, It's changing. Pick up the Dutch farmers, resisting the nasty globalists. We still have 46 people watching. Okay, everybody knows the hideaway. Yeah. Anybody in the chat went to Kev's in Thailand meetups in the hideaway? I think some of you in the chat. Some of you in the chat must be to the hideaway bar in Soy 15. No. Nobody. Yeah, this is also a typical guest house room. A typical guest house room. It doesn't look like an hotel room because every hotel room looks the same. But in a guest house, they just put in furniture and a fridge, and this is a typical guest house room. But yeah, it's nice, It's, if the bed is good, the air conditioning works, and blah blah blah, it's okay. Yes, just once. Okay. Hey, my car. How are you? I think we explained about all the difference between a guest house and a budget hotel. Is anybody in the chat knows another difference? Put it up here. Put it up in the chat. A difference between a guest house and a budget hotel. So we have the size of the hotel, the price. Price of the guest house is cheaper. Most hotels, they have a reception. Most guest houses don't. Most hotels, they have other facilities like a restaurant and a pool or something, or a sauna, but the guest house doesn't. So any other differences that you come up with? Car parking, most hotels have car parking if you stay in the guest house. Yeah. Anybody else? We still have 50 people watching. Cheers. Thank you, Andy, for the donation. £20. Really appreciate that. Should I give the link? If Ty Z maybe wants to come on, or Edward Sweeney. Here's the link. CVO guy. Yeah, sometimes those cheap guest houses or hotels, they have like the air conditioning on the balcony, and then when you come onto the balcony, it's like, oh my god, fucking hot, fucking hot. I don't understand why they do that. It's a stupid economic decision, to put your condenser on the balcony, because the heat comes back to your window, to your walls. You have to put your condenser outside on a wall so it blows away, not on your balcony. Ready for my trip. Okay, 27th. That's a good date. I've been many times, end of August and in September, planning my trip to Thailand. Many times. It's still low season. and it's not high season in Belgium. So September, end of August, September, October, I think those are the best months to plan your trip to Thailand. Your ticket is cheap, hotels are cheap, the beers are cheap, the girls are cheap, everything is cheap. Not too many tourists, so plenty of choice. Plenty of choice. It's not high season. High season can be fun, but the prices go up in high season. You know, every price go up in high season. Hotels, girls, beers, bars, everything goes up in high season. Bjorn. Is Bjorn TV in my chat? Hey Zakaria, how are you doing? Cheers. Zakaria. Alkahaldi. Cheers, my friend. I'm sorry. Maybe I should end my live stream. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, if you're polite, it's okay. You can come pop up. Yeah. Anybody's welcome if you're polite, you know. It's no problem. Zakaria, but I can't remember your name, but maybe I remember you as a person that I met. Yes. But those names, yeah, I forget those names. Zach. Zach. I remember you, Zach. You were. I met you in New Plaza with those other guys, and you had like a mustache or something, or a little sicky here. I remember that. I remember you. Yeah, you were a nice guy. Zach. Yeah. Andy, is this you?
Yes, Steff, it's me.
Oh yeah. Cheers, man.
Yeah. No, I wasn't a nice guy back then. I was AWT follower.
Was it you? You give me the donation, £20 or whatever? What was it?
Oh yeah. No,
yeah.
No.
Cheers. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. No, I've been away from YouTube for a while, but no, I'd just like to explain my my experience at the Hideaway, if I may.
Yeah. Okay, you can tell what your experience there.
Yeah. It was. This is what I'm going back a few years now, but it was absolutely brilliant. It was so brilliant. It was awkward.
I put the picture up here in the background. Okay, yeah, Hideaway.
Yeah, like many others, you know, I go there to monitor, right? But the staff was so friendly.
Yeah, they had nice girls there, nice working staff there. Yeah, I remember that. And they play pool with you, and they serve you drinks, and they.
Yeah.
I didn't have any complaint about the staff there.
No, I don't. But maybe it was just me. I found it awkward, right? Because this was the first time I stayed in the Hideaway, away from a hotel. I think they called it Guesthouse, didn't they?
You stayed in one of the rooms?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, number 2, which was to the right of the sign, actually. Second to the right of the sign. Yeah, but anyway. Normally I stayed at the LK Metropole, right? Well, you can bring anybody in. You know, you get
LK Metropole at the end of Soy Chayapun.
No, Soy 13.
Soy Diana. Yeah, they have an LK Metropole. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's a good hotel also.
Yeah. That's where I normally stayed, but because I met up with other YouTubers, you know, I stayed there. But anyway, the staff were brilliant, but it was awkward for me because you got You only got like two what's the word? Two rotations of staff. So they got to know your name and everything else, you know. And I felt awkward bringing different different girls back, you know.
Yeah.
I tried to use the rear door. You know what I mean? Whereas in a hotel, you got that. You got that privacy. You know, you don't speak to the same person twice or 3 times or whatever. You know.
Yeah, they change stuff. They have the night shift and then the day shift sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a hideaway, they give you a key. I think a key to enter, and then there's no reception.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. There's no reception. You're either going through the bar or you're going through the rear entrance.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I always found it a bit awkward. Like they were judging me because they knew me by name and you know.
Yeah, but that's
maybe it's just me.
That's a family.
Too friendly. Yeah, no, too friendly.
But how can people be too friendly?
It's awkward. Maybe I was embarrassed because what I was over there for and what I was doing, you know?
Because you have a little bit of a friendly relationship with the girls, and then you bring a girl. But
exactly.
But when you have the key, they don't see you. You walk upstairs and you go into your room.
Yeah.
But maybe in the morning when she comes down, and then they see her. Yeah, I understand that.
I found that a bit awkward. You know, like they were judging, but you know, obviously they weren't, and you know, they're used to it and stuff. But backdoor Andy, But sorry, I'm reading the chat. But I just found it awkward considering a hotel. A hotel is a business. You know, the employees. You know, it was a bit too personal, a bit too friendly for me. You know. That's not disrespecting the hideaway. The hideaway.
No. But that's the difference between a guest house and a hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was me. I found it embarrassing that you know that I was bringing different women back each night and all that. You know.
I stayed in a guest house also, and they had a bar downstairs, and those girls they like me also. But I realized if I take one of the girls to my room, you know, and I really wanted to do that, but the next day I want to take a different girl from another bar, she would be furious, you know. And there's a saying, you don't shit in your own kitchen, you know. You have to be careful. You have to be careful with that. And the girls can be furious. They can be jealous. And that's why I never take the girl from the bar below. I just have a drink with them, you know. That's it.
Yeah. Well, lucky enough, the hideaway girls weren't actually bar findable.
No, not really. Yeah, not really. No, not really.
You know, not legitimately, but we have the same saying in the UK. It's,
not officially. Yeah,
not
officially, you could. If you want to have a dinner with them and, you know, talk with them after hours, I think it's possible, you know.
Yeah, I mean, as Jonas said, you know, what they do on their own time is their own time, is their own business. You know, it had nothing to do with himself or the hideaway. Yeah. Lord of the Rings, backdoor access can be very pleasurable. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do know what you mean, Yeah. If that rat catcher, you can just buy her a drink and get rid of her and ask her for a friend. As long as you buy her a drink, there's no, you know, if an ugly one latches onto you, you just buy her a drink and ask her to get a friend over. As long as you bought her a drink, there's no, what's the word? What is it the Thais don't like? I'm trying to think of the word. There's no loss of face. You know, if you walk into a bar, Steff, and an ugly one latches onto you, you just buy her a drink and tell her you want a friend. As long as you bought her a drink, there's no loss of face.
They cannot do anything. The bar is happy, the girl is happy, everybody's happy.
Yeah. Yeah, but getting back to the Hideaway, maybe guest houses in general, I find them a bit too friendly for a monger, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
but
a
this is a
hotel,
guest house
destination.
with a bar downstairs. But
Well,
there are plenty
is
of
that
guest
not most
houses.
of
They
them?
don't have a bar, and then you can do what you want. You
Right.
know,
Yeah. I mean,
next
admittedly,
to the
you,
Hideaway, there's
mm,
also a guest house on the right side. And I see some rooms there. I've spoken with the owner there, and you can rent there for a month. I think very cheap, 15,000 baht or something.
mm,
And they're
yeah.
basically the same rooms. And you get a key, and there's no bar, there's nothing. It's a woman there. You can try
don't
that.
get me wrong.
Right to the Hideaway.
We didn't. Well, I went to the Hideaway because somebody else was saying. But anyway, we didn't have to go through the bar. There was a rear entrance with a key fob thing that opened the door. So that was okay. But the mornings were slightly difficult. You know, because normally I like to. I like to bar fine and have a breakfast, and you know, you have breakfast with them. And
I wouldn't stay in Irovas also, because you have to take your girl downstairs, the bar, the restaurants, you know, and everybody can see you. I don't.
Do Irovas not have a rear entrance then, or a secret entrance?
No, Irovas not. I think.
Right, because I know Irovas used to be. I don't know now. I'm guessing
But they have nice rooms there.
Yeah, it used to be 24 hours though. Is it still 24 hours on the corner of LK? Right in the corner, weren't they? Talking about that, is their webcam still up and running? Irovas used to have a webcam on the dark.
I don't know. Could be.
Irovas used to have webcam on both ends of LK Metro and the dartboard, I believe.
I showed it before.
Yeah.
But it's now like 7 o'clock in the morning. I think it's not much to see now.
Yeah. But I'm not sure whether it's still running. I've not looked in ages.
Yeah, but there are plenty good guest houses, and I think every bar has some rooms upstairs in Pattaya. Almost.
Yeah.
But I stayed in shitty guest houses also, you know, shitty guest houses.
To be fair, the Hideaway was the first guest house I stayed in. Normally it's like to be fair, it's normally LK Metropole.
Yeah, and you have only the noise from the bar downstairs, and once the bar closes, it's quiet there. It's a quiet street.
We never had a bar. LK Metropole never had a bar. They had a little. When I was there, they had a little like the old Volkswagen camper van outside, but they never actually had a bar. And you were harassed before they had the what do you call it? The weightlifting, the workout set, the gym. Before they had the gym, they had the tailor there, right opposite the opposite the lifts, and that tailor used to bug you severely. He really got on my tits. But anyway. Yeah. What was I going with this? What's the question I was about to ask? Oh, you threw me off.
What the fuck are they saying here?
I can't remember. What's the question? I'll probably come back.
When you go back to Pattaya, end of August, yeah.
Well, I was supposed to be there now actually, but no, it was either go on holiday or fork out for a new boiler and radiator system. Well, you know, we all need hot water, don't we, and heating.
I don't have plans yet when I go back to Pattaya or to Thailand, but I probably will. But yeah, I'm not going to say it, of course. I don't want to dox myself. They're all going to wake me up in the airport. Steff's coming to Thailand. It's now the 27th. It's 5 o'clock. He's going to land soon. No, I'm not going to give that information. You will see me when I'm in Thailand.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, Steff, I mean, who's going to meet you at the airport? Come on. You know, who's going to meet anybody at the airport? But anyway.
Some taxi drivers, I think. Some taxi drivers saying, "Where you go, sir? Where you go, sir? Pattaya?
Yeah.
1,500 baht. Taxi."
Yeah. Comment in chat. If Andy has to choose between boilers and holidays, why do you donate thousands to bury the boss? Family circumstances change, mate. That's all personal. This place is talking about for 2 weeks party, guys. Oh yeah, Roy. Yeah, I don't deny it. Yeah. I used to go over there for two weeks, maybe 2-3 times a year. Yeah, I don't deny it. Yeah, I can't. I don't know about you, Steff, but I know other people. I'm so jealous. Seriously, I can only a holiday to me over there is like 2 weeks. I can't spend more than 2 weeks away from the UK.
Yeah.
And
I think 2 weeks is okay. I think it's a little bit short. I wouldn't do that 2 weeks. I would at least 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think 4 weeks is ideal.
Yeah,
because
but then
of the flight and the preparations you have to take and the blah blah blah, and then only 2 weeks. For me, I wouldn't go for 2 weeks. But yeah,
would you not? Well, I mean, last time I was
maybe 2 weeks to Spain. I would go 2 weeks to Spain, but it's only a 3-hour flight. It's a 3-hour flight to Spain, so it's nothing.
Yeah, but Pattaya, I mean, my circumstances are probably different to most, but Pattaya is my holiday. And I did my best to make sure I went over there for at least 2 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 4 weeks a year. I mean, 1 year I went over there 3 times, so I call it 6 weeks. But then I get accused of pumping the prices up, being a 2-week millionaire. Yeah, I don't care. I'm only over there for 2 weeks. I'll pay whatever they ask, sort of thing, Because it's a 2-week holiday to me,
Yeah.
And people ask me, why don't you spend time in Bangkok? Well, I've grown up thinking a holiday isn't a holiday without a beach. I mean, admittedly, I wouldn't swim in Pattaya, but it's still a beach,
It's a beautiful view, yeah. That's all what you get. Yeah. I wouldn't swim in it.
No, I would.
All that sewer waters that coming in there.
Yeah. But I wouldn't spend a week in Bangkok because, there's no beach there. To me, a holiday is a proper holiday with a beach.
It depends what you want. It depends what you want.
Exactly.
If you want to drink every day and sit in a bar every day, Bangkok is perfect for that.
Yeah, but
and you have
beach there.
cheap transportation. You have the BTS. You have the metro. You don't have that in Pattaya.
Yes, I've never been on the metro. I land at Bangkok Airport on the taxi straight to Pattaya. I'm not silly. I know Pattaya is not Thailand, but to me, Pattaya is Pattaya, and that's it. It's got a beach. It's a holiday. It's a break from my life in the UK.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Yeah, you work your ass off, and then 2 weeks you go on holiday and you enjoy yourself, and you can be a 2-week millionaire. That's your decision,
Yeah. I've also been accused of driving the prices up as well. Me and other people. But soddy, what do you do? I'm going over there to enjoy myself. If a bar finds really, really nice and she asks for like 2,000 baht, you pay it because I'm only there for 2 weeks. I'm not there for
yeah, indeed, yeah.
2 or 3 months. Yeah, so maybe me and people like me, drive the prices up. But hey, that's tough. That's the way it is. What can you do?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I don't deny that.
I wouldn't do it, but yeah. But I always stay a month because it's more convenient to stay a month. You get a 30-day stamp in your passport. You don't need a visa. I hate traveling in the airport and in the airplane and the waiting, the gates and the passport controls. I fucking hate that. And it costs you, like almost 24 hours to get to your destination. And that's 2 days, and then you have to go back. That's 2 days they are spilled from your holiday, And then I want to stay as long as I can as possible.
Yeah.
I love to travel. In the beginning, my first 5 trips to Thailand, I enjoyed it. But my last 5 trips, I fucking hated traveling. Because you've seen it, it's the exciting thing is gone, It's just waiting. You have to wait for passport control, security. You have to wait to enter the airplane. You have to wait for your food, and then you have to wait for your suitcase. You have to wait for always waiting. I fucking hate that.
Well, you do that anyway, don't you? But I'll never forget my first time, which is like 2015.
First time was amazing. It was amazing. First time I traveled to Thailand.
I find this girl.
It was even the first time I sit in a big airplane in a fucking big Boeing 777. It's the first time I sit on an airplane. All was a new experience for me. And then we get some turbulence in the air. I thought the airplane was gonna crash. I was sitting there.
Yeah. No, but I mean, as a newbie to Thailand in 2015 or something, it was brilliant. Right. I look back on it now, it's brilliant. I find this girl for like 4 days or something. She picked the taxi. She picked the speedboat when we went to the Monkey Island. Monkey Beach. Sorry. She picked where we ate. It was brilliant. I know now I'm paid over the odds, but you just look back. I wasn't ripped off big time, but you laugh at it. And the second time you go over there, you think you know everything, but you don't, and then you get embarrassed because some bird shit your bed because you decided to renegotiate the price. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah. No, I
negotiate the price. You have to do that before you bring it to the room. You don't do that in the room. In the room, she is master and control. You have to do that before.
No,
this is the price.
Yeah, but I did
1 hour,
that.
2 hours, blah blah blah.
Right, but I'm in this bar. This bird I quite like. But she kept running off to the toilet every like 20 minutes or something. Little did I know she had the shit. So
Shit. What do you mean? The diarrhea or
diarrhea? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I finally took it back to the hotel. I'm irrelevant.
No, you're
not.
I
haven't got a channel. I'm just a.
Yeah, but you don't. We're having a nice chat about hotels and about Pattaya, no drama, And I want to keep it like that.
Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, but no. Yeah, getting back to the guest houses, I found them absolutely brilliant, but just a bit too personal for me. I found it awfully embarrassing bringing different women back each night, and when you're in the hotel, you get different reception staff, and they don't give a damn what you do. They see it, every night, and no doubt the guest houses do, but it just felt too personal to me.
It can be personal, but it can be very unpersonal also. That's what I experienced. I stayed in a guest house. It was opposite in the beginning, and the owner was Dave, and he had a restaurant, a book club there. What was it called? Pattaya Book Club? No, he had a book club there, and he had several guest houses also. Yeah, you could in a restaurant, and you can rent books there. What was it called? Can't remember the name.
Idea.
Somebody in the chat will know it.
I hope so, because I don't.
It was cheap restaurants and cheap rooms, but the guy was a little bit obese, and he didn't give a shit about his guest houses. He had two Cambodians working in the kitchen, preparing the food, and they took me to my room and showed me my room. And then, my water wasn't working, my air conditioning wasn't cold, and this and that, and and
all right, Ron, mate.
It was the worst guest house that I stayed in.
Ron, jump on.
Canterbury Tales, Canterbury Tales. Somebody has it in the chat here. That's the name of the book club restaurant, and they had like breakfast for 59 baht. 59 baht. 2 eggs, 2 toasts, a coffee, and orange juice. 59 baht. It was the cheapest breakfast in Thailand.
Yeah, but that's the problem I have. Not just with yourself, but with other friends I talk to that go over there for like a month, 2 months, 3 months. They need to budget, if you like. Whereas me, I'm over there for a 2-week holiday. I don't budget, So I go where.
Yeah, but I had to budget because I went 3-4 times a year.
I know. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I cannot be a 4-month millionaire. I cannot be. So I have to look after my budget. Yeah, but that's okay. And I tried out many. Also for my YouTube videos, I did food reviews. But that 59 baht. I think I had a cheaper one. I think it was 49 baht. 49 baht breakfast. That's the cheapest that I got.
Really?
I made a review about that. Yeah. It was indoors. Air conditioned.
Yeah.
49 baht. It was on somewhere in Pattaya Klang, I think.
Right.
But that place is gone now. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Cyber Cow. Was it like Cheap Charlie's? There was Cheap Charlie's or another one. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
They reminded me of the Greasy Spoon over
the hungry hippo and Cheap Charlie's.
That's it. Yeah,
to be honest,
didn't like them.
No, I didn't like them also.
Yeah. Did you not? Well, for me,
some meals were good. The Thai meals were good when I take my Thai girlfriend there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They're all right if you're on a budget, but for a 2 week, you expect the holiday to be glamorous, if you like.
You cannot eat lobster and steak every day.
Yeah, but Cheap Charlie's and the Hungry Hippo. They were like Greasy Spoons back in calves back in the UK.
But we can play some music. We can play Rush. We can play Rage Against the Machine there. We can play Guns N' Roses. We can play Nick Cave.
Yeah, I think I do remember you playing Nick Cave a lot there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll log on when I'm back home. So it would be like 20 minutes.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Ernest Cornell, and it's Andy for the donations. Cheers. Why am I in broadcast? See you on Twitch. If you want to come on Twitch, you have the link. You have the link on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. When I'm home, I come on. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Cheers, guys. See you on Twitch.